Please select a mission.
Part of the Mujahideen's arsenal against the Soviets is secretly supplied by the CIA. But the war continues to drag on with neither side gaining the advantage. Now though, the CIA have started supplying the guerrillas with a new weapon. We don't know the details, but rumor has it that it could turn the tide of the war. The Soviets have heard about it, and it has them spooked. Now the Hamid Mujahideen were issued this weapon, but then they were wiped out in no time. There's no trace of fighting at their fort, and all their supplies are just sitting there. Naturally, that screams biochemical weapons, but the Soviets deny using anything that would violate the BWC. Whatever happened, the Soviets have invaded the area and are searching for this Western weapon tech. This is the CIA's worst nightmare. If that weapon falls into Soviet hands, it'll drastically rewrite the history that's being made here. But the company can't be seen entering the area. That's where we come in. Boss, head to the fort of Desmasi Laman. Find the weapon before the Soviets, and bring it back to base fast. The new weapon is codenamed Honeybee. To the US, it's a vital military secret.
Mission accepted. Deploying.
Boss, locate and bring back the US military's new weapon codenamed Honeybee. The CIA put it in the hands of the Hamid group of Mujahideen, but the Hamid fighters were wiped out. The Honeybee must still be hidden at their base, the fort at Desmasi Laman. Unfortunately, the Soviets are looking for the weapon as well. You have to get to it before they do, and bring it back here. There's a photo of the target on your iDroid. One more thing. Apparently, one of the Hamid fighters survived. He's missing, but if you can find him, he might lead us to the target. Good luck, boss.
Be careful down there, boss.
Updated.
That's Desmasi Fort, Desmasi Laman. Now to find the Honeybee.
Marker placed. Analysis complete. Extraction arrived at Mother Base.
Это Дмитрий-1. У нас могут быть нарушители. Полная боевая готовность. Прием. Это КП. Понял. Проверьте окрестности. Конец связи. КП, это Дмитрий-2. У нас труп. Противник где-то близко. Прием. Что происходит? Это КП. Понял. Всем боевым группам проверить окрестности. Избавиться от чужака. Конец связи. КП, это Зоя-1. Происходит что-то странное. Что указали? Прием. Это КП. Понял. Усилить безопасность. Повышенная боевая готовность. Конец.
Boss, go ahead and Fulton extract that prisoner. We'll find out if he knows anything.
КП, это Зоя-1. Есть признак вражеской активности. Усилим охрану. Прием.
Extraction failed.
Это КП. Понял. Ищите подозрительные. Конец связи.
There may be evidence as to where they've hidden the target. Got a pair of night vision goggles on you? Good news,
Map
boss.
has been
Looks like
updated.
that prisoner you extracted was the Hamid survivor. The guy's a mute, but he pointed out the whereabouts of the honeybee on a map. It's on your iDroid. Head on over there and retrieve it. Thought they'd hide it there. You secured the target. Now you just need to bring it
Mission
back.
info.
Call the
Extraction
chopper from your
arrived at the
iDroid.
mother base.
You are not to use the honeybee. The order was to recover it with its ammunition.
Marker removed. Please select a support helicopter
Roger.
requested.
You look well rested, big boss. My, how you've changed. You became a demon for such little weapons as that? Well, I'm sure you'll see the bigger picture eventually. If you get out of here alive. Rest in peace this time. I'll see you in hell, boss.
What the hell was that thing? It was huge. What's he doing to that soldier? Damn it, they're everywhere. Those skulls are too fast. They got a holy weapon. Boss, maybe it's time to see what the honeybee can do. The mist is cleared, and it looks like they're gone.
Support
Bring the target
helicopter
back.
requested.
Exfiltrate by chopper. Bring the honeybee back to Mother Base. This is B-Quad. Arriving shortly at LZ. This is B-Quad. Have arrived at LZ. Will stand by.
Support helicopter has arrived.
All right, get in. Time to go.
Exfiltrated Hudson.
Gaining altitude.
Extraction arrived at Mother Base. Development project has been added.
Mission complete. Great work. So this unit in the mist, their speed, the way they jump, it's not human. And those deformities.
They attacked the Soviets too.
And that Grim Reaper look-alike in charge of them. That giant thing that carried him off. What the hell are they?
Cypher.
What do they want? What's their objective? Why Afghanistan? There's one more thing troubling me.
What happened to the Hamid?
Exactly. Whole squads of hardened Mujahideen killed without a fight, and no trace of BC weaponry. What does it all mean?
That's what we're here to find out.
Yeah, right. If we really need to know, the truth will reveal itself. Even if it's ugly. Boss, I'm creating a new intel team to support you in our areas of operation. Members of this team will head out into the field and conduct reconnaissance. Knowing the strength of an enemy force beforehand will help you carry out missions more smoothly. We may also learn something about the skull-faced man. So boss, that brings me to assigning staff to the intel team. There might be guys already assigned to other teams who are more suited to the intel team. Go ahead and reassign them as you see fit. Good. You captured it alive. The dog you brought back. There'll come a day when he'll be ready to join you on missions. But you know, he gets lonely easily. You should come visit him every once in a while. Get back to Mother Base.
Halt! See that? Now that's discipline. Following orders like a real diamond dog. Soon they'll be... Hey, no! Stay! Stay! Didi! Go! No, maybe not yet. But soon. Soon.
Job offers come in. I've selected the ones I'd like you to handle and added them to the list. Take a look on your iDroid. The more missions you complete, the more we can expand Mother Base.
Mission accepted.
operators are meeting at Calais. The mission is to eliminate all three. How you do it is up to you, boss. Good luck. I've sent the target's anticipated travel routes and the meeting location to your map. Take a look. Be careful down there, boss.
The map has been updated. I've sent the target's anticipated travel routes to your iDroid. You could strike at them individually before they meet up. Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
Is that him? Take a good look at their faces so we can ID the targets.
Analysis complete. The map has been
That's one of the
updated.
targets. You gotta extract him. First target extracted. Good. Now for the other two.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Yeah. 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 Whoa, whoa. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated. Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
Extraction arrived at Mother Base. Development complete. Development complete. Analysis complete. Marker placed. Development complete. Development complete. Analysis complete. Analysis complete.
Is that him? Take a good look at their faces so we can ID the targets. That's the target. Target extracted. Only one left.
The map has been updated.
That's the target. Looks like we found him. Extracted. We'll let the client know he's been dead. Exfiltrate out of the hot zone by chopper or on land.
Не заняться его поисками. Прием! Это КП. Понял. Последующие потери неприемлемы. Держите ухо востро. Конец связи. осторожны. Конец связи.
Extraction arrived at Mother Base. Exfiltrated
That's
hot
it.
zone.
You've made it out of the hot zone. No sign of the enemy. Mission complete, boss. Amazing. Mission complete. That right there is why you're the best, boss. The one and only. Ocelot got the details of the meeting out of that commander. It seems you've been doing your job just a little too well, boss. The Soviets have begun reinforcing the 40th Army's units in Afghanistan, sending in more men and new equipment. While things haven't exactly been easy for us up till now, they're about to get even tougher. More staff from each of the teams are active in the area of operations now. That means some will be wounded, get sick, or suffer PTSD. That's where the medical team comes in. I've taken the liberty of commissioning the construction of a new medical platform. Having proper medical facilities for the men is a matter of life or death, so I put up the resources this time around. You can check on the platform's progress by selecting base facilities under the iDroid's Mother Base menu. Good. You captured it alive.
Mission accepted.
This mission has two objectives. Eliminate the colonel scheduled to take up a post at Smasi Fort and stop the deployment of his tank unit. Your first move should be to head to Sakrai village and search for the colonel and his deployment plans.
Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated. Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
Boss, that colonel is supposed to be stationed in Sakai village. Where are you going?
Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated. Some arrives
Dawn soon. Your surroundings will be easier to see, but that goes for the enemy as well. The guard detail in Soviet outpost
Enemy
changes in the morning
presence
too.
detected. The
Watch
map
yourself.
has been updated.
Never cease to amaze, boss. Just one tank left.
The map has been
There,
updated.
that's the target. Good work.
Mission info has been updated.
Обнаружили основной наш боец. Атакуем!
Good. You completed the
Flank
objective. Now
expansion
get out of that.
complete.
Exfiltrate out of the hot zone by chopper or on land.
Please select support helicopter
Roger.
requested.
This is B-Quad. Arriving shortly at LZ. This is B-Quad. On station at LZ. Gaining altitude.
Buddy departing area of operations.
Departing.
Enemy presence detected. The map has been. Extraction arrived at Mother Base. Development project has been added.
Mission complete, and how? They're gonna tell stories about this one, boss. Boss, we're finally ready to put together a combat unit. Staff assigned to the unit will be dispatched as mercenaries to conflict zones. That should guarantee us a stable source of income. MERT deployment allows you to send combat unit staff on relatively easy missions suited to the unit's level. There's little risk, but the rewards are low too. However, there are also contracts known as dispatch missions that offer a higher risk and reward. Give your orders to undertake these missions using your iDroid. Good. You captured it alive. Your objective is to eliminate as many enemy combat vehicles as you can. For this mission, we're backup for the guerrillas' offensive. That means our mission isn't over until theirs is. Keep an eye on the remaining time. Also bear in mind that you'll fail the mission if you don't take out a single vehicle. As for payment, the more vehicles, the bigger our paycheck. So give them a real fireworks show. Check the target's locations on your map. Once you've spotted incoming reinforcements, their location will be added to your iDroid too.
Be careful down there, boss.
Boss, I have a report from the intel team. The targets are now on the move. I've sent their predicted route to your iDroid. Check your map. You need to eliminate as many enemy combat vehicles as possible before the guerrillas' offensive ends. Check your iDroid for the target's locations. to the next. Boss, we have information on new targets. Check your iDroid for their predicted route.
The map has been updated.
We spotted a four-wheel drive transporting a prisoner. It's not part of the mission. Do you think you can bust him loose? Just if you have the time to spare.
The map has been updated.
Extract him. You've got other targets closing in. You can check their predicted route on your iDroid.
The map has been updated.
Boss, that prisoner we rescued provided some intel. We now know the location of a hidden enemy staging area. Check it on your iDroid.
The map has been updated.
guerrillas' offensive will be ending soon. Boss, there's still time left. Take out as many vehicles as you can. Boss, need a little extra firepower? We spotted a Soviet weapons transport truck. Apparently its cargo is something pretty powerful. What do you think? Should we make them share? Tread
The map
carefully,
has been
boss.
updated.
The role of the support chopper is to extract you and your targets from the area of operations. It'll respond to situations with support files needed, and you can use flare grenades to indicate the objective directly. Nice work, boss. Targets are almost history. Boss, we have new targets. Check your iDroid for the details.
The map has been updated. Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated. Plant expansion complete.
3 minutes remaining.
Ждал. Это кафе. Отошелся огонь. Стреляют из машин. Мы потеряли врага. Транспорт все еще прячется поблизости. Соблюдайте осторожность. Прием.
Shortly. Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
Only 2 minutes remaining.
Всем боевым группам. Это кафе. Военный курс. Все единицы приготовиться к бою.
Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
Кафе, замедлите им! Мы будем прием! Несем большие потери! Но нужно подкрепление! Прием! Это кафе, понял! Всем с постов! Срочно пришлите подкрепление! Конец связи! КП-9, потерял противника! Ищу последние точки соприкосновения! Прием! Это КП, понял. Проверьте, но осторожно. Конец связи.
One minute remaining. What's wrong with you? Move! Just one target left. All targets eliminated.
Mission
Boss,
orders
you were
has
like
been
a man
updated.
possessed. The guerrillas' offensive is still in progress, but our work here is done. Exfiltrate the mission area.
Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
Damn it. Soviet reinforcements incoming. Tanks and a gunship. And you're the target. Looks like we pushed the Soviets a little too far. Boss, those Soviets are a threat to the guerrillas. You can bet there'd be a bonus in it if you take them out. That said, the mission objectives are complete, so you can leave the area if you want. Your choice, boss.
КП-9, потерял визуальный контакт. Перемещаюсь по следу известной позиции.
gunship is down. That should add a little extra to our paycheck.
Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated. The map has been updated.
Eliminated. Just think what the reward will add up to.
Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated. Please select a landing zone. Support helicopter
Roger.
requested.
This is B-Quad. Arriving shortly at LZ. This is B-Quad. Have arrived at LZ. Will stand by. Gaining altitude.
Sun will set shortly. Buddy departing area of operations.
Departing.
Extraction arrived at Mother Base.
All right, mission complete, boss. Maybe you'll actually break a sweat next time, huh? We've established a sick bay on the new medical platform. Staff who come back with wounds, diseases, or PTSD can be treated there. If we need any other platforms, feel free to issue the construction order from your iDroid. The NGO that asked us to rescue wild animals isn't ready to take them in yet. So we had no choice but to build an animal conservation platform. The NGO said they'll cover all expenses, including the day-to-day housing and feeding costs. If you're interested, take a chopper over and have a look. Good. You captured it alive.
Side ops list updated.
A certain scientist has contacted us, wanting to defect from the east. His name? He's Emmerich. That's right. The man we knew as Huey. We suspect he was complicit in the attack on Mother Base 9 years ago. He was working with Cypher. I've been waiting a long time for this. So I say, let's help Emmerich defect. Once he's here, we can sit down and catch up on old times. Emmerich is currently at Serac Power Plant. This is our chance. Boss, head for the power plant. Boss, this is important. We've reports of a cracked sniper at large in the Afghan wilderness. The Soviets call this sniper Tichy. Quiet. There are never any sightings, and only corpses are left behind. The Soviets have already lost a number of officers. You'd, best watch your step.
Please select a mission. Mission accepted.
mission is to rescue a prisoner being held at Lamar Khatib Palace. He's known as Malak, Angel to his fellow Mujahideen. Start by checking the target's VI on your iDroid. The Soviets captured him and took him to the ruins of the palace. His family was subsequently killed in an airstrike on his village. The Soviet scorched earth operation wiped it off the map. The client is none other than his father. Or rather, this was his father's dying wish. If you can manage to rescue other prisoners as well, each one will add a bonus to our pay. When you see them, I'm sure your conscience will tell you what to do.
Be careful down there, boss.
Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated. Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated. Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated. Development complete. Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
Subject on board.
Enemy presence
Leave the rest to us.
detected. The map has been updated. Development complete. Prisoner has died. Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
There, that's the target. Badly wounded. We can rule out a full extraction. We'll just have to do it by chopper. Call the chopper from your iDroid, boss. Then carry the target to it.
The map has been updated. Prisoner has died. Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated. Please select a landing zone. Support helicopter
Roger.
requested. Analysis complete.
Delta Zmad, школы для парапола.
Контакт, условие 10.
Ты дича, я не
Начинаю бой. Это КП, понял. Не позволяйте им застать вас врасплох. Будьте начеку. Конец связи.
Arriving shortly at LZ.
Стоп, это КП. Возразился огонь.
Looks like the enemy's lost sight of you. They're gonna try to hunt you down.
Ты дича, я не.
This is Pequod! On station at LZ! Target extracted. Exfiltrate the hot zone, boss. Gaining altitude.
Mission info has been updated. Buddy departing area of operations.
Departing!
Extraction arrived at Mother Base.
Mission complete, and how? They're gonna tell stories about this one, boss. Boss, that target you extracted, Malik, is saying that he's never heard of our client. What's more, he says his village was destroyed long before he was ever taken prisoner. Apparently it fell victim to some sort of disease, then was completely burned to the ground. Malik was out on a mission at the time, and that's the reason why he alone survived. But the question is, who hired us to find him? According to Malik, he saw strange soldiers snooping around the village when he got back. Turns out they were members of Cypher's Strike Force XOF. My theory is they wanted to get their hands on Malik to question or silence him before the Soviets could get to him. Cypher was just using us to cover things up. All that crap about Malik's relative was a front to convince us to retrieve him. But an entire colony just wiped off the map. It sounds a lot like the Hamid during the Honeybee incident. All I know, boss, is there's no way in hell I'm handing Malik over to Cypher. I've decided to bring him back to Mother Base instead. He's one of us now. We told the client through a cutout that the target was killed. For some reason, though, they still paid us everything we were owed. Cypher's obviously up to something, and this is probably just another preemptive cleanup operation to them. But to Malik, he lost his village, his family, everything, and he wants his revenge. In other words, he's one of us. Boss, if you got time on your hands, come spend it back at the base. The men will miss you if you're gone too long. Scientist Emmerich wants us to find him so he can defect. He should be inside Serac power plant. Make contact with him. Training is going well. There'll come a day when he'll be ready to join you on missions. But you know, he gets lonely easily. You should come visit him every once in a while. Miller doesn't plan to return to the field. Says he's going to stay here and focus on running things as XO. No surprise with his body in that state. But apparently he has no intention of wearing a prosthetic arm or leg. So he doesn't forget the pain, he says. My roles here include training our soldiers and supporting you during missions. Since I am still technically working for the GRU as well, I can't accompany you in the field. Don't take it personally.
So cute.
Yeah, too cute.
Man, I want to pet him.
Yeah, just once.
I want to touch his paw pads.
Yeah, just... Wait, what?
You don't want to touch him too?
No, that, never really occurred to me.
You don't know the awesomeness of a puppy's paw pads?
I guess not. But yeah, I bet they would feel nice.
Right?
Boss. Didi, stay.
Didi.
Fully trained and ready for action. The rest is up to you. Didi, go! He's going with you.
Unit function added. Development project has been
Let me
added.
explain what D-Dog can do as your buddy. With that nose of his, he can sniff out and mark nearby enemies and prisoners. Should come in handy for infiltrating outposts. I trained him to detect mines and medicinal plants, too. When he locates something, check your map.